Assistant referee 1, Karine, and assistant referee Mirel, number 2. All pleasantries in the VAR room. We've got a lady from Mauritius, Maria Rivet, to be assisted by Diana Chikotesa from Zambia. Look at the lineup for the Tanzanian. Idrissa, very experienced in goal for them, and Anastasia Katunzi, of course, that girl is the one to watch out for. Minja Pangawene Atuman and Omari Nsewa Nunduka Luyamila. Take a look at what it is. Coach Bakare Ishime has put up a very exciting squad for this one. 3-4-3. They are playing out there in this one with Idrissa being the captain of the side. The goalkeeper, of course. Tanzania, after 15 years, they are back and reckoning for WAFCON. Second appearance for them. And the referee, Aline Marielle Etong, waiting for the countdown to get this action on the way. Action is on here. The chase for the brand new trophy of WAFCON. The chase for the improved prize money, the biggest in the history of African women's football. The chase is on for these two countries, Mali and Tanzania. Joining me on commentary this evening is, of course, the former international for Zambia and also a coach, assistant coach of their under 17 and under 20, and in 2018 she was also there as assistant coach for the main team. Welcome, of course. Introduction.
Hi Rafa, good evening. Melissa Saili from Zambia. Yes. Yes, this promises to be a very interesting encounter, Raf. Like you have said, the last time these two teams met, Mali got the better of Tanzania in the 2010 edition of the WAFCON. So it promises to be a game full of sparks.
Mali starting quicker off the block, almost causing problems for the Tanzanians, but they did well in defending. As Tanzanians have not come here to joke after losing all 3 matches in 2010, 3 group matches. They've talked a lot. They have come here after 15 years hoping to do themselves proud. And there they are on the attack. As a timely clearance takes the ball into touch from Kani Conte.
So if you've seen the formation of the way these two teams are standing, you can tell that Mali mean business by the way they've lined up. You can see that they've got 3 at the back and they've got 4 in the middle, and they're playing with 1 defensive midfielder. And I think at some point Diakate will come and join in the midfield and make it into a double pivot.
And then the Tanzanians, they are known as the Twiga Stars, in control. Pangawene goes back to the captain.
So the Tanzanians are going on a 1-4-3-3, and you can tell that they've balanced it. They want to create a balance between the midfield and the front line, thereby also maintaining a solid back line. So it's a solid back line that they've put up, and we see them going all the way into attacking in the final third of the Malian area.
Ball into touch for throwing going to Tanzania, the Twiga Stars. Mali quickly take back possession. It's been a balanced start for the two sides. Left-footed, one in. Tanzanians have been made up of youth and some experience. As a coach of the side is an apostle of catching them young. It's Mali. Long ball was searching for Jabu, but didn't get to her. Was cut off.
I think both teams are yet to settle in the 3 minutes that the game has been played, but we see Mali showing more ambition. They're showing more hunger to go into that area. But we have the Tanzanians are obviously going to depend on the experience of Ramadani to carry out the attacks in the front line there, because she's one of those experienced players in the absence of Luvanga. Yes.
That's a big miss for them. Luvanga, the rising star of Tanzanian football. Tanzania on the attack. The cross comes in. And of course, clearance.
Tanzanians mean business. Obviously, it's all about prestige for them, having lost to Mali in the last meeting. So obviously, they would want to get one past them, because we know that Mali hasn't had they've had it easy over East African countries. So this for Tanzania is.
She was going for acrobatic there, but didn't quite get it right. Was coming from Ramadani, Asha Omari Ramadani, but the referee's whistle went there. Fatou Dembele would get the Malians on the attacking run, but that pass was misplaced. Goes into touch for throwing from the near side here to Tanzania. Singano to take. None of the Tanzanian players from the 2010 first appearance are on here. And only two from the Malian side are surviving and playing right here. Good work by Singano. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Idrissa. Good turn by Anastasia Katunzi. Ball bobbling all over the place. Beautiful defensive clearance. But they're playing with fire there. Oh, that's a good one. The flag goes up. It's going to be a free kick to Tanzania.
Tanzania looking very solid at the back, huh? We have Katunzi obviously commanding there. She's wearing the captain's armband, and she's one of those players who's been consistent in terms of how the team has been playing. So she's taking care of those attacks there pretty well.
Indeed, initiating that attack. And here comes Tanzania on the move. She was dancing, but the boys will take it away from her. Ball in the middle. This is the flag stays down, but then ball goes.
It was a big chance for Diana Msewa. Yes. So I think we're seeing both teams now kind of settling down, now, although they are kind of still in each other's faces. But we are seeing the ball flowing now, and movements are beginning to show.
That's what is expected of the two sides. Prepared very well for this tournament. For the Malians, they had 10 days in Mali, and of course 10 days in Morocco, and played two friendly matches here in Morocco. 1-1 against Zambia, and of course they won 9-0 against the Mohamedia selected side. That's their preparation into this one. 8 appearances in the WAFCON. Were able to get to the semi-final in 2018 and finished 4th after losing 2-0 to South Africa and 4-2 to Cameroon in the 3rd place match. But that was too strong. Into touch it goes. The no-look pass was meant for Kadidiatu Diabate. She couldn't get to it. Here comes Singano. Locates Katunzi. Tanzania on the move. The ball but poorly controlled. Goal kick only.
Yes, Ralph, if you've seen, they're getting a lot of clear-cut passes into the final third, but I hope these don't come back to haunt them because they are kind of wasting. They're not being too aggressive in front of the Mali defense.
Mali never won any of their opening matches in their previous 7 appearances at the WAFCON. They will be hoping for a change today against Tanzania. The ball is Nsewa. And it goes to Stumai. Stumai comes to the middle. Good passes from the Tanzanians, the Twiga Stars. They are shining, and the ball couldn't get to that ball. Pangawene Ramadani it was. Asha Omari Ramadani, too strong for her. Mali are unbeaten against East Africa. Since 10 minutes gone by, still goalless situation here. That was a very ambitious one.
Very ambitious indeed, Raf. And goals like that usually go in. But I'm loving the way Bunuka is maintaining that midfield position of hers. They've closed down any attack that the Malians may want to go with, because Mali are yet to settle. But we see Tanzania now making a lot of threatening moves going into the Mali half.
Tanzania yet are the more team, the better team that have settled more. But Mali, they've been struggling to string passes together. Kadidiatu could not keep the ball in, and so they got a throw in. Fatu Dembele to take the throw in. Kadidiatu. The cross comes in for, but it was over the top.
Yes, Rafa, that was a great movement, beautiful cross by Kadiatu. But I'm hoping to see Diarra and Diakate settle, because those are the playmakers for Mali. And so far, it's all Tanzania, and they're going through all the phases, passing from,
Ramadani. How much Tanzania will love to get a victory here today. Tanzania women's football has been on the rise since 2019. Good turn from Nsewa. Beautiful football from Tanzania. Goes to the far side. Opportunity for a cross. Goal kick.
See, the combination of Nsewa and Mpangamwene is causing a lot of havoc for this Mali team, because they're yet to settle in that midfield, and that's where Tanzania's strength seems to lie. So they need to be wary of Pangamwene and Singano and Msewa, because they are handling that midfield. They are policing that midfield.
Indeed. Mali have lost their opening games in the last 5 appearances. Of course, that's just not good enough for them. They need to get something up here today. And against an opponent they also played friendly with only last year, only 2024, they played a friendly with Tanzania out there at the Azam Stadium in Dar es Salaam, and it ended 2-2. So this is the third meeting of the two sides, but then only second meeting in the competitive football for the two sides. Also, Mali are unbeaten against East African opposition. 3 matches played already. They won 2 and drew 1. The only draw was against Ethiopia. 2-2. It ended in 2002. On the other hand, Tanzania have been unable to climb the West African mountains. 3-2 against Mali, 2010, and 3-0 against Nigeria, also in 2010. WAFCON in South Africa. Referee is going to make a drop ball. Ramadani. Violet, the girl that is marshalling the central defense, a very strong lady. And, 3 at the back for the Tanzanians in this one. That's not the usual style the Tanzanians play.
It's not the usual style the Tanzanians play. They seem more aggressive today. They seem more combative, and they seem more put together, if I can put it, because they are there. They are every phase of the pitch they've taken care of. You see how they're coming from the back, how they're defending, and they've practically closed down Diarra, who's the top scorer for this Malian side. So they've, like you have said, there's been great improvement in terms of women's football development in Tanzania, and it's showing now.
Indeed, the formation is working for them. But they got to make it count. This might be it, but Kadidiatu shoved off the ball.
Shoved easily off the ball, too easy. But obviously, it's also worth noting to see that there's a bit of difference in terms of how the physicality of these two teams are.
Well, Kadidiatu looks offside on the other side, so that's opportunity for Tanzania. Oh, that was a beautiful opportunity, not taken. But the flag goes up.
Natham, Thuman was offside, but a beautiful move. See what you're talking about, being pushy. They're very combative today, the Tanzanians. They're attacking. The system they're going with is working for them. They said, we are going with the 1-4-3-3, and it's working for them because, when they're attacking, they're mainly the numbers there.
Indeed. Got 5 in the midfield. I said they're posing a lot of problem for the Malians. Malians are trying to understand what style are they playing.
Yes, they're trying to understand, because if you've noticed, the Malians are playing with only 1 midfielder, whereas the Tanzanians have got 3 on the midfield. So it's easy for them, for the Tanzanians to get the ball. You've seen Msewa and having all the possession there.
Cross from Dembele. Beautiful defending by the Tanzanian, the Twiga Stars. Very solid in defense so far. Solid in transition play as well. But only the final third actions have not been the best for them. And once they tidy things up in the final third, then we can be talking about Tanzania almost there, if they can.
It's taking a bit of time for this Mali team to settle, and you see they're making a lot of unnecessary mistakes. So
Tanzanians had 5 days of training here in Morocco ahead of the tournament, and in fact they went 9 games unbeaten. Of them 6 wins amongst them en route to Morocco, but then all that came to a stop because the Moroccans did stop all that, beat them by 4 goals to nothing in the friendly match played just 9 days ago here.
Well, at least they came all the way, and if you saw how they got here, it was fantastic. The mental resilience was perfect. It was brilliant. So we can say they really prepared for this because, there's a yellow card there.
Well, yellow card. Yellow card seems to have gone to
Mwakamba.
Mwakamba.
You see, that's the danger that Agesa Diarra poses. You know, she just grabbed that ball and she was on her way out. Makamba had no choice but to commit that, which wasn't necessary. So it's worth noting that this Mali team, given a chance, they are very lethal in front of goal. They've scored the most goals in the course of the qualifiers. 20?
20 goals. Was quite interesting. They beat Central African Republic 10-2 and also beat Guinea 10-2 as well. Brigade scored to qualify. They've never scored an opening day goal, and they'll be searching for that. All their opening day games they've never scored, and so it will be interesting for them to, you know, stop that lull and get a goal here.
Yes, obviously they would want to break history and actually win that opening goal and in Morocco 24, that opening game. Those are the mistakes that should be avoided.
Good defending. Good opportunity for the Malians to take the lead, but unfortunately not going the right way. Away from target. For once, the Tanzanians went to sleep in defense, almost punished, but they survive. Malian player on the turf. It was hand in the air, and of course I took the Malian player down for a free kick to Mali. Goalkeeper Idrissa has got a job to do. The shot called for, not going the right way. Was a good effort. Coming from Traore.
Yeah, a very good effort, and like you've seen now in the last minute or so, the Tanzanian defense has been caught napping, and they're giving more room to Traore and Diakete to launch those attacks on them. So we are seeing, they're maintaining the structure. They're not breaking, and that's why it's. I feel it's easy for them to hold on whenever they have possession of the ball, because they're quick in transition and quick in defense as well.
Ron Hasef out of Gaza, Aissatou Traore. Goal kick to Twiga Stars of Tanzania, Idrissa. They could not hold on. Fatunzi goes to take the throw in, the captain of the side on this day. Sadly, Tanzania missing their main captain, Opa Clement, who is serving a yellow card ban from the qualifiers, and so she's out of this one. She's the instrument of the team in winning. Best player at the last Sekafa Cup, MVP she won. Of course, the highest goal scorer as well, with 5 goals. 2018 also won it with 7 goals, but she's not here today. Opportunity beckoning for the Tanzanians. Well, goalkeeper drops it, and second time of asking, she grabs it very well. As goalkeeper Fatumata Karentau.
She ended up injuring herself during that save. Yes, so Raf, if you've noticed now, the Malians want to change the system they initially started with. They started with one defensive midfielder, but now I'm seeing Assati Traore joining Fatoumata Diarra in that midfield. So I'm sure they've noticed the pressure that Tanzania have brought on them because of the numbers in the midfield for Tanzania. So they've switched. We go for a cooling break.
Oh, you can see it was at the knee of the Tanzanian attacker to the jaw of a goalkeeper Karen Tau. Quick opportunity for some of the players to have a drink of water. As a goalkeeper Karen Tau has been attended to, 34 years of age. One of the players that did it in 2010 against Tanzania in South Africa, winning that by 3-2. This is proving to be a tougher match for them in this one in 2025, beg your pardon. Mali's biggest win in international women's football is a 12-0 drubbing of the Niger Republic in 2019. And their biggest defeat is, of course, an 8-0 trouncing they received in the hands of Nigeria in 2015. Mali have won only 5 WAFCON games in all their 7 appearances. Kadidiatu crosses. Good play from the Malians. It's become the ding-dong affair. 3 shots by both teams. Katunzi. The Malian defense is really not giving way. Kadidiatu on the break for Mali. Oh, that's a dummy sword and ball. Opportunity beckoning for the Malians. A short call for holding on to the ball too slow. She held on for too long. There was an opening, a player waiting for the pass.
Traore literally had the goalkeeper beaten. She was putting that ball in the net. She was just supposed to roll that ball in the net. The person she targeted was offside.
It's now end to end. Sewa's header goes across the byline for goal kick.
Yes, you can see that she had time to. She just had to put the ball in the net, but she chose to shift responsibility, and the person she wanted to give the ball to was offside. But she did everything right. She did the right moves, the step overs and everything. But then just finishing that, putting it into the net.
Aissata Traore missing a golden opportunity for Mali. Ball given away to the Malians. Kadidiatu. Was a Koulibaly Sogore. Tanzanians take over the Twiga Stars. Oh, good one from Nsewa.
I'm loving how versatile this Tanzanian team is turning out to be.
And the fans are enjoying every bit of it. Opportunity for the Tanzanians. So that's another opportunistic one, but goes way over the top. Just like the Aguesa Diarra is known by the Tanzanians, and so they are keeping very close watch on her. And that was her making the pass. Fatou Dembele. Free kick, Mali. Les Aiglons.
Kediata is turning out to be a thorn now in the Mali defense.
The Malians are known as Les Aiglons.
Les Aiglons in English is the eagle ladies.
Yes, indeed. Now the free kick comes. Datsu Leke, if they can. Again, not able to get their axe right in the final third. Of course, that's another opportunity missed by the Malians.
I think the Malians are now beginning to find their rhythm, because now they're able to cut through and just they're terrorizing the Tanzanian defense now. Diakate Kadiatu has come to life.
Little bit of reprieve. Since 30 minutes gone by, still goalless situation here in Bekan, Mali and Tanzania. Their opening match of WAFCON 2024 in Group C. She gets the ball, a good one. Was Ramadani. Goes to Pangawine. Nsewa. Diabate locates, she can find Diabate. Still keeping possession and sustaining the pressure. Tanzania, can they get this one? A big opportunity. But Sewa could not get a leg to it. The cross will come in and away from Kadiatu. Oh, great football from Sewa. Diana, Lucas and Sewa.
You can see the coordination in this Tanzania team, the way they are going into the attack. You can see how much Stumai is being versatile in that right flank.
A quick substitution for the Tanzanians. Going in there is Numka. Numka taking the place of the girl I thought was very, very spirited. Numka has come in. Ramadani has gone out. That's a surprise change.
Very surprising change indeed, Raf. So I was thinking Ramadani was going to be one of the playmakers in this game, owing to the fact that she's one of the more experienced ones featuring for this Tanzania outfit. But this substitution could be anything. Maybe she's picked up a knock.
Just maybe. But Nunka, 20 years of age, plays for Simba Queens, and Tanzania has come in. The throw in from Fatou Dembele. Good play from Nunka. Minja. Stumsy, but ball taken away from her. Quickly wins the ball again for the Trigger Stars. Clarence takes the ball into touch for a throw-in to Tanzania. That was an easy giveaway. Clearance from Aicha. Lucky day for the Tanzanians. Nunca. That's a like for like change. But too strong for Nunca. Coming from Diarra. Umari. Fatih Dembele beg a pardon with it through for Mali. Well, she keeps possession. She never stopped her move. But the ball was strong for her.
Kadiat was, like I've said, she's now found her rhythm.
Referee stops play for notice something. Coming to this tournament, Zambia, of course, Tanzania, they won the Sekafa Cup. Not losing any game, not conceding any goal, beating Kenya in the final by 1-0. So they've had a good test coming into the WAFCON 2024, of which they qualified with very strong wins. The referee trying to sort out what he noticed.
Her equipment, I think, has come off. So
Something to do with her communication equipment, and so I've called the technician to take care of that. It's a little bit of respite for the players.
I think now that the temperatures have dropped, maybe now both teams will give their all, and just because it was a bit hot at the time the match was starting, so now the temperatures have gone a bit down. We see the teams conversing there. They're talking, obviously planning on how they can break. The Mali team is talking on how they hope they can break the Tanzanian defense. Interesting game so far.
Very interesting. But no goals to tell the story for the two sides. That is what win matches, and that was they were hoping for, to get the goal. A couple of countries have started well in WAFCON 2024, including South Africa, Banyana in Group C, won against Ghana 2-0, opening Group C in a great way in Ujda. But here in Bekan, inside the RS Bekan Stadium, of course, RS Bekan, a current CAF Confederation Cup champion, and current champions of Morocco, the Botola League. Talked about how Tanzania qualified, but for Mali, They also had some fantastic results. Beat Central African Republic by 7-1. Aguesa on that occasion scored a hat-trick. She's here today, but not shown yet as expected. They went on to beat Guinea in their second game, and they're 10-2 as well. I told you before. For Tanzania, they defeated Cote d'Ivoire surprisingly, sent Cote d'Ivoire packing 4-2 on penalties, losing 2-0 in Abidjan and won 2-0. They can tidy things up in their defense. They do that very well.
Just to touch up on your how Tanzania qualified, I'm sure they thought it was a high mountain for them to climb after losing 2-0 in Abidjan. You know, I'm sure people had lost hope, but you know, they went home and they fought. They won 2-0, and they defeated them on penalties. So that is the mental resilience that the Tanzanian team has developed over time.
Indeed, one of the players that scored on that occasion, Minja, is here. Dummy sword and both Mali. The supply was cut off. Ball in the center circle. Tanzania doing some good work through Numduka.
I love how quickly the Malian midfielders are coming to cover the spaces whenever Tanzania in attack. They're not leaving they're playing a back four, but they're playing a back three, but quickly they come back and cover the spaces quicker. So it's kind of difficult for Nduka to break because they have sealed the back line there.
Oh, here comes Mali on the break. Aguesa Diarra. The shot comes in. Goalkeeper Paris that one, and not quite good clearance from the goalkeeper. The players are falling all over the three players were down, 2 up now. There's a Malian player off your picture that is also in their own half.
Talk about that chance. Talk about that chance. The goalkeeper was alert, taking it back in. That's the best chance they've had so far in this game.
You know, when a goalkeeper comes with the 2 hands, you expect her to catch the ball and not parry it. And that parry was dangerous because it went to a girl in white.
Went straight to the opponent. But she fluffed it also. Now, I'm beginning to wonder what kind of goals Mali were scoring. You know, they're scoring the 7 goals against Central African Republic and Guinea.
On easy lies, the header wears the crown for the 2 coaches. Scratching and scratching under pressure.
So do you think this could be one of those games which produces less goals? Because all the games we've had so far have had goals scored in the first half. This is the first game that we've gone without seeing a goal in the first half.
Mali are known for that, not scoring in opening games. Trading ground plot. Tanzania with a free kick in a very advantageous position. That's where a good free kick taker can nick it.
And Ninja is known for such set pieces. She's one of those players who you don't let take the set pieces in positions like that, but she has too much power behind that ball.
Too much power behind the ball, and coach Bakari Shime still screaming to his players, get it right, get it right. This is the way to go. That's a pensive mood of Mohamed Saloum. They call him Hussein. The Malians. Bakari Shime, I should say. Ball into touch on the near side here. Into the last 2 minutes of regulation time.
Kadiato now is being the target of. She's free falling now. She's causing so much havoc now. They've got no option but just to tackle her.
Exactly, her runs down this right flank have been very causing all sorts of problems for the Tanzanians in defense. Created a couple of opportunities that they didn't take. There is another chance for another one.
Well, I was expecting this game to be a bit more physical than this, but I've seen it's a free-flowing game. There's not that much physical contact between the both teams, except for those few instances that we've seen.
Kadidiatou with the free kick for the Malians opportunity. A shot comes for, that is the opening goal for Mali.
And it's a beautiful goal.
They break the deadlock at last. At the death of the 45th minute, they've been able to break the deadlock, and it's a beauty of a goal. The Tanzanian defense went to sleep, and they were punished right there.
Well, it was expected. It was expected. You see, don't leave Diakate in that position. Those areas are the areas that are dangerous for her.
And Diakate gets the first goal. Just take a look at that. No marking of any kind, and she gets opportunity and took it very well. Fantastic goal from the lady. That was Aisha Samake that has put Mali ahead here at the top of the 45th minute. Mali in the lead. And we're into the 7 minutes of stoppage time. There you have it. 1 minute of stoppage time to be played. 1 minute gone already. It's Mali 1 and Tanzania 0. Came almost in the first minute of stoppage time. Tanzania had it coming. The Malians have been piling up the pressure, sustaining the attack, and of course finally such mistakes are made there a couple of times for the Tanzanians, and finally they are punished. Another opportunity for number 2. Will she take it? No, not this time.
That was some pretty good defending. She made sure that she made herself big and closed her down in the way it was necessary to close. But now you see the danger that this Mali team is posing. They're threatening the Tanzanian defense now, and they've opened up that defense. It was closed up. Now they've opened them up, and look at how easily she got that ball. Except she couldn't just convert the final game, the final touch.
That would have been a back-breaking goal for the Tanzanians if they go down 2-0 going into the break. A corner kick will come from the far side, from the left. Here it comes right now. And in swinger straight to the hands of the goalkeeper. The referee says it has to be retaken. Play to the whistle. Still trying to organize things there. Five, 6 players in white have converged on that 18-yard box of the Tanzanians. Goalkeeper Paris out once again. And a big clearance from Katunzi. Takes the ball, not completely away from danger. The Malians are swarming like bees right now. A cross comes in. Opportunity for 2. Kadidiatu couldn't take that one. Clearance. Tanzania coming under all sorts of pressures in this added on time.
They need to regroup because now they've been opened up and now they're making all sorts of mistakes because of the pressure that Mali is bringing onto them. Conceding corners, they're just failing to clear the ball, falling into each other. Now they're into each other's faces right now because they don't know what's hitting them. Mali is coming to them, all guns blazing now.
And goalkeeper Najiatu Idrissa is not a happy girl at this moment, beating once. I guess she should allow that ball to go. It wasn't going into the net. But then safety first.
Obviously, she heard the goalkeeper shout "my ball," but she had to make sure that the ball is safely taken out of the dangerous areas there.
So there's a communication problems in that Tanzania defense. Aguesa Diarra will take the corner kick. It's going to be a free kick from corner kick, and now free kick from the right to the left. The corner came from the right, and the free kick will come from the left. All for the Malian side. The Les Aiglons. The female Eagles in the English translation of Les Aiglons. Free kick, almost looking like a corner kick. Here it comes now. That one swing to everybody. But then keeping possession for Mali.
Finally, Tanzania can breathe. They've been under too much pressure in the last 5 minutes or so. They haven't had a chance to get beyond the center half. So this has turned out to be a Mali affair in the last 5-6 minutes of.
Make it 10 minutes. It's been all Mali, and here they go again from the left. They're attacking. The cross comes in. The goalkeeper refusing to chase that one all the way, allows Mali to continue the pressure, piling the pressure on them. Kadidiatu.
Kadidiatu is taking up too much. She's involved in every attack. She's involved in every attack, but also she goes deep down to go and taking those throw-ins again.
We'll see now the 7 minutes of added on time. And just take a look, the Malians, the Les Aiglons, just enjoying themselves now. No pressure at all. And the referee calls a halt to this encounter. The first 45 minutes, referee Aline Tong of Cameroon sends the two teams into the locker room to go and re-strategize and come back for the second 45 minutes. All the 7 minutes of additional time was played in the half of the Tanzanians, and most of them in the final third of the Tanzanians. So it is first 45 minutes gone by here, and Mali through that 45 minutes goal, Mali won and Tanzania nil.
60 years ago, I embarked on a journey to understand the places and the people of this amazing planet we live on. But time moves on, and so do we. Now I'm going back to see what happened to the places and the people I used to know. All these years later, what remains of the wild places? Is there still time for us to make a difference on this small planet? The longest snake in the world.
A remarkable and thought-provoking documentary series, Wild World Diaries. Friday, 7:30, SABC2.
SAFTA award-winning reality show The Tastemaster SA is back every Tuesday evening at 7:30 on SABC2.
They hit, it's 10.
The ovens are hot, but the competition is even hotter as 10 culinary talents compete for over 2,000 Rand in prizes.
Oh, you can feel the palpable chaotic energy.
Watch as they take on weekly cooking challenges and present their best dishes to impress celebrity chef Zola Nene.
The pressure is getting worse. Clock is ticking.
They're all hungry to win, but only one will taste the title.
Oh no, the situation is unraveling. I am panicking. The time is going. The Tastemaster kitchen does not wait for anyone.
Catch the new season of The Tastemaster SA. Tuesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2.
Action is on here. The chase for the brand new trophy of WAFCON. The chase for the improved prize money, the biggest in the history of African women's football. The chase is on for these two countries, Mali and Tanzania. Joining me on commentary this evening is, of course, the former international for Zambia and also a coach, assistant coach of their under-17 and under-20. And in 2018, she was also there as assistant coach for the main team. Welcome, of course, introduction.
Hi, Rafa. Good evening. Melissa.
Melissa
Saili from Zambia. Yes. Yes, this promises to be a very interesting encounter, Raf. Like you have said, the last time these two teams met, Mali got the better of Tanzania in the 2010 edition of the WAFCON. So it promises to be a game full of sparks.
Mali starting quicker off the block, almost causing problems for the Tanzanians, but they did well in defending. These Tanzanians have not come here to joke. After losing all 3 matches in 2010, 3 group matches, they've talked a lot. They have come here after 15 years, hoping to do themselves proud. And there they are on the attack. As a timely clearance takes the ball into touch from Kani Conte. Katunzi. The Malian defense is really not giving way. Kadidiatu on the break for Mali. Oh, that's a dummy. So then ball, opportunity better than for the Malians. A short call for holding on to the ball too slow. She held on for too long. There was an opening, a player waiting for the pass.
Traore literally had the goalkeeper beaten. She was putting that ball in the net. She was just supposed to roll that ball in the net. The person she targeted was offside.
It's now end to end. Sawat's header goes across the byline for goal kick.
Yes, you can see that she had time to. She just had to put the ball in the net, but she chose to shift responsibility, and the person she wanted to give the ball to was offside. But she did everything right. She did the right moves, the step overs and everything. But then just finishing that, putting it into the net.
Aissata Traore missing a golden opportunity for Mali. Ball given away to the Malians. Kadigatu. Was a Koulibaly Sogore. Tanzanians take over the Twiga Stars. Oh, good one from Unsewa.
I love how quickly the Malian midfielders are coming to cover the spaces whenever Tanzania are in attack. They're not leaving they're playing a back four, but they're playing a back three, but quickly they come back and cover the spaces quicker. So it's kind of difficult for Nduka to break because they have sealed the back line there.
Oh, here comes Mali on the break. Goisa Diarra. The shot comes in. Goalkeeper Paris that one, and not quite good clearance from the goalkeeper. The players are falling all over the three players were down, 2 up now. There's a Malian player off your picture that is also down in their own half.
Talk about that chance. Talk about that chance. The goalkeeper was alert, taking it back in. That's the best chance they've had so far in this game.
You know, when a goalkeeper comes with the 2 hands, you expect her to catch the ball and not parry it. And that parry was dangerous because it went to a girl in white. Regulation time.
Kadiato now is being the target of. She's free falling now. She's causing so much havoc now. They've got no option but just to tackle her.
Exactly, her runs down this right flank have been very causing all sorts of problems for the Tanzanians in defense. Created a couple of opportunities that they didn't take. There is another chance for another one.
Well, I was expecting this game to be a bit more physical than this, but I've seen it's a free-flowing game. There's not that much physical contact between the both teams, except for those few instances that we've seen.
Kadidiatou with the free kick for the Malians opportunity. A shot comes for, that is the opening goal for Mali.
And it's a beautiful goal.
They break the deadlock at last. At the death of the 45th minute, they've been able to break the deadlock, and it's a beauty of a goal. The Tanzanian defense went to sleep, and they were punished right there.
Well, it was expected. It was expected. You see, don't leave Diakate in that position. Those areas are the areas that are dangerous for her.
And Diakate gets the first goal. Just take a look at that. No marking of any kind, and she gets opportunity and took it very well. Fantastic goal from the lady. That was Aisha Samake that has put Mali ahead here at the top of the 45th minute. And the referee calls a halt to this encounter. The first 45 minutes, referee Aline Tong of Cameroon sends the two teams into the locker room to go and re-strategize and come back for the second 45 minutes. All the 7 minutes of additional time was played in the half of the Tanzanians, and most of them in the final third of the Tanzanians. So it is first 45 minutes gone by here, and Mali through that 45 minutes goal, Mali won and Tanzania nil.
60 years ago, I embarked on a journey to understand the places and the people of this amazing planet we live on. But time moves on, and so do we. Now I'm going back to see what happened to the places and the people I used to know. All these years later, what remains of the wild places? Is there still time for us to make a difference on this small planet? The longest snake in the world.
A remarkable and thought-provoking documentary series, Wild World Diaries. Friday, 7:30, SABC 2.
This is the top 14. Another season of the collision between the best teams in the league. The intensity is building up. The ball has landed. Whoa! That tackle! The shoulders come in, the scrum is locked. Don't miss top 14 rugby action. Catch all this action everywhere for everyone on SABC Plus and SABC Sport. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
And the table is set for us to be served with a delicious football.
On a return to international football. That is it. That is the final whistle. South Africa, after 5 attempts, have finally claimed glory in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. They achieve immortality as they claim their first title.
South Africa, show your love and support for the WAFCON defending champions by Yana. Witness the Cap Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. From 5 to 26 July 2025 on SABC Plus, S3, SABC Sport on DTV Channel 4 and SABC radio stations. Proudly brought to you on SABC Sport.
Yeah, boy, yes, it is that time of the week, NBA Life Signs in.
The game is bigger than just basketball. It's a whole lifestyle.
The first half comes to an end in dramatic fashion.
But NBA, double hot. You think I'm lying? Bona when are yourself.
This is where style meets skill and legends are made. Catch all the culture, the highlights, and the stories that make the NBA. NBA Live, Thursdays at 6:30 on SABC Sport Channel and Sundays at 1 on SABC 2. Also available at your fingertips on SABC Plus. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. For the love of the game.
SAFTA award-winning reality show The Tastemaster SA is back every Tuesday evening at 7:30 on SABC 2.
They hit, it's tense.
The ovens are hot, but the competition is even hotter as 10 culinary talents compete for over 200,000 Rand in prizes.
Oh, you can feel the palpable chaotic energy.
Watch as they take on weekly cooking challenges and present their best dishes to impress celebrity chef Zola Nene.
The pressure is getting worse. Clock is ticking.
They're all hungry to win, but only one will taste the title.
Oh no, the situation is unraveling. I am panicking. the time is going. The Taste Master Kitchen does not wait for anyone.
Catch the new season of the Taste Master SA. Tuesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2.
This is Racing Today in Zanzibar.
Your favorite horse racing show with more action. You have to bet for the winning horse.
You can bet on the fact that me and my squad will be going out of our way to fill up your wallet and broaden those smiles.
Experience the exhilarating horse.
Tanzanians, listening to you, wanting to go back to how they started the first half, but they give possession away to the Malians.
That is some confidence kind of play from the goalkeeper. I'd expect her to hit it up, but you know, she decides to play from the back. She builds up with Minja.
Captain G has been very, very solid. That's her on the ball. At this time, the ball slips away from her into touch. Tunzi, a very workaholic midfielder that can also playing defense. And today she's operating from the right back.
I think Katunji is one versatile player because I'm sure she plays. She also played a very big role in Tanzania's qualification to.
And the table is set for us to be served with a delicious football.
On a return to international football. That is it. That is the final whistle. South Africa, after 5 attempts, have finally claimed glory in the Women's African Cup of Nations final. They achieve immortality as they claim their first title.
South Africa, show your love and support for the WAFCON defending champions by Banyana. Witness the Capital Energy's Women's African Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. From 5 to 26 July 2025 on SABC Plus, S3, SABC Sports on Channel 4 and SABC radio stations. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. They all believe they will be crowned champions, but gold medallions are reserved for the best of them all.
Your champions of the Women's African Cup of Nations.
It is the incredible clash of the 12 African women's national teams. Catch all the 24 matches of the Capital Energy's Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. From 5 to 26 July 2025 on SABC Plus, S3, SABC Sports on DTT Channel 4 and SABC radio stations. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. This is the Total Energy's Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. Experience the huge contest between South Africa and Ghana this Monday, 7 July at 5:30 p.m. Streaming live on SABC Plus, SABC Sports on DTT Channel 4 and S3. Also available on SABC radio stations at 6 p.m. Where Africa competes, South Africa connects. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game. 20-year-old Clara Luvanga was injured and out of this one. Hopefully she will get well and get back in their second game. Sorely missed here. Header takes the ball away. from Traore. Stumai. I wanted to go through, but no way. A long range shot from Katunzi, found wanting. The confidence been taken away from the Tanzanians. First half, first 20 minutes of the first half, they were really brilliant. But then when the Malians got their acts together, they were pegged back and stayed that way till the end of that first half, which Malians went ahead to score. Katunzi on the ball. Goes back to Singano. Singano.
Did you see the mistake that the goalkeeper made there?
A little bit jittery.
Very jittery. Well, earlier, Ralph, you spoke of how Tanzania had the possession in the first 20-25 minutes. I thought we should give it to the Mali coach, because if he was able to read the game in the first 25 minutes and come up with a plan to break down the Tanzania attacks and contain the game in the last 15 minutes of the match, then he's obviously going to have the upper hand in this encounter.
It was a surprise. We did talk about the change of Ramadani, who was very, very solid. Whatever happened to her, corner kick comes, goes as far as a girl in white, takes that clearance. That was very poor.
It wasn't necessary because she had time to control that boy and just put in a proper pass.
Definitely Koshime is not liking what he's seeing. Here comes a two-pronged attack. Well, Kadidiatu did not decode the run. There's always a defensive covering for the Malians. One goes straight, the other one comes back to cover up. It's been their style in defense, and that has worked hard for them so far. The throw-in coming from Katunzi. Goes back to Pangawene. Oh, good ball. Good clearance. Katunzi gets the supply. Now she can cross. She does cross. The Tanzanians beginning to string a couple of passes together. Opportunity for them. Too weak for the goalkeeper. It's getting weaker and weaker, and by the time it got to the goalkeeper, it was an easy catch. Oh, that's a break. Kadidiatu. Referee says a play on. Katunzi. This time Atuman. Stumai.
It's amazing how the Tanzanian defense have started to look so casual, and they're losing the ball rather carelessly, if I can use that word. They were solid, but the mistakes they are making now, and they're obviously going to cost them, because that wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary.
Aicha Samake, the scorer of a Malian goal, takes the throw in for them. Free kick, Twiga Stars.
It's amazing how much Atuman has been. She's trying her best to cause some harm to this Tanzanian midfield. You've seen she's going all the way deep, and she's leaving a back three defense, and she joins the team when they are in attack. So she's giving an advantage to Tanzania, because now look, she's unmarked at the far post there, and so you can see that nobody is trying to.
Easy clearance, but goes into touch for throwing going to Tanzania. And Tanzania, they've been sustaining the pressure, but not that kind of pressure you expect to give them a goal, unless they take the half chances that come their way. Good turn on the ball, twisting and turning. An opportunity for Tanzania. Good goalkeeping there.
Atuman. See what I'm saying about her?
Atuman has now discovered herself in the final third, and of course, inching closer and closer. Stumai Atuman. That's a very fantastic right wing back. Loves to go up front. Anastasia Katunzi with the free kick for Tanzania, the Twiga Stars. Header takes the ball out from Diarra. This is almost exactly how the Tanzanians prosecuted the first 20-25 minutes of the first half. Went on attacking spree, but not able to get it right in the final third. Exactly what is going on in this second half. They are down 1-0 and chasing the equalizer.
They're down 1-0 and really chasing the equalizer, because now they've, I think the makeup of the structure of the team has even changed now. They've gone as they've pushed Atuman a bit deeper into the opponent's half, and they've taken the risk of playing with 3 defenders. They've initially broken down the 4 player backline that they had. Now they are playing at a bit of 3, and they've congested the midfield a bit. So they've started again the way they started in the first half. They've got control of this match, and they're trying to push to penetrate the Mali defense, but obviously they are not being clinical in front of goal. They've had some chances presented, but they're failing to convert.
The referee gets her communication statement. It's still being sorted. Yeah, the technician comes in to tape it very well so that it doesn't go off, and referee Aline Etong restarts play. Tanzanian all over the place right now, doing some great job. That time it was Lunyamila. Clearance from Diarra Fatimata. Very solid in her centre back position. Goalkeeper Fatumata Karentau decides to take the free kick herself. She says, leave it for me.
We haven't seen much of Diarra and both Diarras in this second half. They haven't had much action.
It's Tanzania's throw in. Now opportunity, well, that's a good cut-off. Oh, that's a beautiful football there from the Malian. Ball into touch, throwing Tanzania. Katunzi. How quickly and easily the Malians dispossess the Tanzanians. Kadidiatu creates this one for Mali as they attack the Malians. The Malians go on attack again, but then poor communication, and they let the defense tidy up things. Now opportunity for Tanzania. It's a corner kick.
So corner kick, Raf, and I think I'm enjoying, I'm loving the turnovers by Tanzania.
Yeah, you predicted 1-1. We'll see.
I'm sure it's going to end that way.
That will be a massive result for the Tanzanians, the Twiga Stars.
Of course, it's going to be a massive result, or will Mali continue their dominance over East African countries?
We'll see how it ends here. The pocket of Malian fans chanting here. Always, anytime their team go on attacking foray up front. The header from Tanzania Singano. Katunzi. Minjas across. No connection. Going the right way for Tanzania. Looks like the goalkeeper is limping. The boot went off. A helping hand coming from Kulumba Sogore. Sogore, one of the players in the 2018 squad of the Malians that finished fourth, their biggest finish in the history of WAFCON in their 7 appearances. This is their 8th. And 8th that appearance, of course. All the teams in this tournament enlarged WAFCON, looking stronger than ever. Katunzi gets her girl Atuman. Katunzi again. Good control. No problem for goalkeeper Karentau.
Atuman has really found herself now. She's really discovered her form, and going by the way she's making those runs and those interceptions that she's making. The Tanzanians have got this game under control once again, but there we go. She almost had it.
And the flag goes off eventually on her.
Surprise substitution there. She hasn't had much impact in this game, I guess, at Diarra, considering the fact that she was the top scorer in the qualifiers. Now she's been subbed. She hasn't had much impact in this encounter so far, because I think I mentioned earlier that we hadn't seen much of her and Asasati Diarra. So now we are wondering, we have, I think, all the Mali players on the pitch. Do we still have impact players left on the bench for both teams?
Well, of course, for the Malians, the players on the bench are as good as the ones on the field at the moment. 66 minutes of action gone by. It's still Mali 1 and Tanzania 0. The tempo dropping a little bit. It's been over Tanzania. A long-range effort. Flies over. Lots of opportunities created by the Tanzanians, but yet to take any of them. And that's where they needed their captain that is not here today, Opa Clement.
They really needed her experience there, because she carried the team, and you know she's that impact. She has that impact on the team, which just
Atuman again on the ball. Oh, she's been brought down. The referee first play on any play. Katunzi beaten there.
Now we've seen the Mali team packing the midfield. They've reverted from the formation they started with, where they only had one person in the midfield, but now they have almost 5 players now playing in the midfield.
And they've been forced to do that, forced to retrieve at all times and go back to defend, because the Tanzanians, it looks like the energy is going up and up. That's a poorly communicated one from the substitute. Came in earlier on, Nunca. But I'm sure the goalkeeper would have loved her to clear that ball out instead of just waiting for her to come, putting her a little bit under pressure.
She needed to buy some time. No, they need to kill the tempo of the match. They've been put under a lot of pressure.
It's a corner kick. Won there very well by Traore. They have Saratu Traore fighting very hard, wanted to outwit her marker, but the leg of Katunzi put the ball into across the byline for corner kick. Corner kick to Mali. Fatoumata Diarra. Make a short one of it. Diarra crosses now. Driven down the throat of a goalkeeper, Najati Idrissa.
It was a nice tackle, and that was a nice goal, cross, except she didn't have to do that to the goalkeeper. But they've got crosses. Their in swing is brilliant.
Here the goalkeeper Idrissa keeps for a club known as JKT Queens in Tanzania League. Of course, that club provided 10 players of this Tanzanian squad at WAFCON 2024. That's massive. Almost a half of the players came here with 22-man squad.
Isn't it interesting that only 2 players of the Tanzanian squad play outside of Tanzania? So obviously, that's why there's this much cohesion, because they play in the same league, most of these players, and they know each other very well.
Oh, that's a good block. Very good one from Katunzi.
Well, Katunzi has been very solid at the back for Tanzania. She has given pressure. It's not easy to get past her. I think no wonder why they've moved Atuman to play down the right wing. She's playing more of an attacker now than the initial the initial position started with, which was right back.
Katunzi, 29 years of age, also plays for JKT Queens of Tanzania. Played at the futsal AFCON. Good chest up from this opportunity to be created by but shot. He took a leg off the ball.
It's Katunzi again.
Katunzi doing a great defensive work there. Gives away a corner kick to the Malians at the Lezeglon.
She has really kept this Mali striker Saratau at bay, because every move Saratau wants to make, Katunzi is there to counter, and you see she's getting most of the interceptions, she's getting them right.
Corner kick comes. The referee now looking back to see the Tanzanian player, but she gets up off your picture. Throwing from Katunzi. Nsewa.
I think a lot of the action in this match has taken place on the right side of the field. If you've noticed, Kasonga has been missing there for a while. I think that's why she didn't even react much when she lost that ball, because a lot of the action has taken place on the right side of the pitch.
Again, it's Mali, they can break through. Not this time. Take back possession. Oh, great passage of play by the Malians. Samake. Good ball at Sewa. Still keeping it, holding it, but this not now. Goal kick only.
And she had a chance of taking that ball towards the goal. Raf, if you've noticed, I think the left side would be the blind side. If Mali can take advantage of that side, I'm sure they can for a goal. Both teams, if they can take advantage of the left side, because that seems like the blind side, since all the action is now happening here on the right side of the pitch.
They can just notice that and exploit. Into the last 15 minutes of the action here in Bekan. Substitute being prepared by Mali. Umukone is one of them, alongside Tenisun Sissoko, the French-born. Good turn from Nakate. Left-footed cross finding Kadidiatu. Samake robbed off the ball. Now Nsewa for Tanzania. Nsewa goes to the middle. Nsewa with a through ball. Finds Hagel with a good run down that flank. Opportunity for a cross. It's still Tanzania building up. But they get a corner kick. Oh, goal kick it is. Last touch came from the Tanzanian.
Well, Raf, if you've noticed, they are losing the rhythm again, like they did in the first half. If you notice, they had the possession in the first 35 minutes of the game, and they lost it in the last 15 minutes of the match. Could it be the same thing that happened in the first half?
It's almost happening the same way, because the Malians are now beginning to gain upper hand in the game, just the way it happened in the first half. They look to the last 15 minutes to send all the attacking forwards up front to see if they can get the second goal. Got the first goal in 45+1 minutes of the first half. Substitution to come for Mali. Umukone.
Substitution for Tanzania, player out, number 21.
Umukone comes in, and also Gel Liova also comes in.
It's actually Tanzania withdrawing Mwakamba, and they've brought on Winfried Gerard. Winfrieda Gerard.
And finally for the Malians, Umukone comes on, 25 years of age, plays for Ousfas FC in Mali. She scored twice against a big team like Netherlands at the World Military Games in 2022. One of the key players for the Malians, Umukone. Let's see what she's going to bring into the game. Offside.
Seems that Tuman is very anxious to get into that goal, because that's the 5th offside that she's been caught in.
Seems to forget herself and strays offside most times. Katunzi again with a header.
I'm wondering with these Tanzanian substitutions, because it seems they're withdrawing players who are actually doing most of the work for them. Mwakamba I think she was pretty solid at the back.
Oh, beautiful football there. Mali go attacking. Oh, that's a weak cross. Mali with a good passing game to get out of danger. Goalkeeper's ball, no problem. Karantau picks it up beautifully. To the last 10 minutes. Mali still holding on to their 1-0 lead. Scored at the death of the first half. Great football from Katunzi. Took away her marker easily.
Now we have both teams playing, they're both in a hurry now.
This one is meant for Karambo, but just too strong for her, the substitute.
I think we've noticed a change in rhythm in this, the way this match is going. It's come like a seesaw. It's going up and then it's coming down, and the rhythm in the last 3-4 minutes has been offish. They have lost because now they're just playing. They're just playing without. Looks like they're playing without purpose now.
All the Malians are trying to do is just to keep possession of the ball, not allowing the Tanzanians to come closer or get possession, or cause any problem for them.
And yes, now we've got half the Malian team defending now. They really want to hold on to this 1-0 scoreline. Seems to be an injury there. Looks like she's bleeding.
Mali get the action back on the. The goal kicker goes straight into Torch for throwing, going to Tanzania. That pensive face on the bench of the Tanzanians. 7 more minutes for them if they can get the predicted scoreline by Melissa.
I'm sure if they push harder, they can get it.
Played well in the second half, but then the touches in the final third have not been it, and that's where they are missing both Luvanga and, of course, Clement Opa, the captain of the side, who's missing here due to yellow cards from the qualifiers.
Now they've made a shift in how they're standing. You see, I mentioned the blind side, and they've moved Atuman to the left side because they've seen that she was doing a lot of work on the right side. So now they obviously want to take advantage of the area which is not being used more. She's been great. She's been pushing. She's been causing a lot of mistakes to be committed by the Mali defense. Now they've moved her to what I'm calling the blind side, because maybe now she can have a chance of going to the goal because there's no one paying attention to that area.
Good cross to the middle. Now the new entrant, Karambo, has come to the right. Goalkeeper's ball, no problem. She's come to the right, while of course Atumai has gone to the other side, a bit in the middle. You can also notice that Katunzi has gone to the center back position. So some changes in the Tanzanian formation. Just hoping to instigate more attacking football to see if they can get the equalizer here.
What I've noticed is they're rotational. They are not using the same personnel in terms of how they are playing.
Indeed. Numka! Another substitute with a good effort on target. Not enough to beat goalkeeper Fatoumata Karantao, the captain of the Les Aiglons. Now Mali are becoming, taking it too easy and committing some clumsy fouls and giving away possession. Back on the pitch after the head injury, Aïssatou Traoré. Traoré Saratu not able to keep the ball in. Wins throwing for her side, Les Aiglons. The Malians about to make history. They've scored the broken one, scored in their opening game, and might just win an opening game for the first time in the history of their appearances in WAFCON.
Well, considering the number of times they've made an appearance at the WAFCON, you'd think it would be a walk in the park for them too, obviously, because they're, often playing in the WAFCON. So I think it would be easy for them to record a win on match day one for them.
Time is running out for the Twiga Stars into the last 3 minutes of regulation time. They need to push harder to see if they can get that equalizer. They've been seeking that all through the second half. Not able to get it right. Ninja goes to the other side. Was Ninja to the other side of Stumai.
Some good effort there. Just try to keep it back in. Now they're in a hurry. They're even helping in picking up those balls. They were really pushing for that equalizer.
Yeah, well, goalkeeper Karantao will say no. I'm taking it easy. It's good for them at this point in Mali.
But then, Ralph, funny things have been known to happen in football. Anything can happen between this and other time.
Exactly. The Malians have scored in 1 minute of the added time in the first half. So the Tanzanians can also think they can do the same. But here comes Mali on the attack, going to the middle. Opportunity beckoning. Wasn't quite what I expected. Aïssatou Traoré. Had Aïssatou Traoré also making a run to the left. I thought she would have given her the ball, but no, I wanted to go it all alone, going through the middle, which was already blocked.
Now Tanzania is just pushing for that, and you can see how they're now organizing themselves, spreading out. Everybody's looking for the ball now. Would have expected them to close it down, but now because they're searching for an opened up this match.
Karambo, the substitute, with a throw for Tanzania. The Twiga Stars, with the Stars redeemed. That shot was blocked. It's in 90 minutes of regulation time. We're waiting for how many minutes of stoppage time to be added on by the referee. Four minutes. 4 minutes for Tanzania, the Twiga Stars, to get the equalizer. 4 minutes to see if they can stop the losing streak in their WAFCON appearances. Lost all 3 group games in 2010 in South Africa. About losing their first here in Morocco. Oh, still play. A cross called for. The referee, the ball already gone out. The goal kick going to Mali with Karentau.
So we've actually seen the opposite of what happened in the first half. It's now Tanzania pushing Mali deep in their own half.
Exactly. So every half, Tanzania, they start very well, pile the pressure, but not able to take the chances that come their way. And then Mali will take over the last 10 minutes, and of course pushing. But Tanzania still not giving up. Oh, that's opportunity for Tanzania. They're still holding on. The cross called for. Can she cross? Does cross, but goes as far as a girl in white who clears the ball. And now second Aissata Traore commits a foul there.
That was a glorious opportunity for Tanzania.
You can't accuse them of not creating chances. They've done that. You can only accuse them of not taking the chances they created here. And disasters are made of that. You have to take your chances.
Of course, every chance presented is equals to half a goal, and Tanzania have had more of those, I think, than Mali. It's unfortunate that they can't. They failed to convert those chances, despite having the upper hand in the final third.
Offside. Flag goes up. The Eagles are flying. Les Aiglons. Niakate dispossessed. Katunzi. She's played on the right, on the left, in the middle of defense. She's been the star of this match for Tanzania, but not the kind of result they would have wanted. Yet to end. Still 1 minute into the last 1 minute and seconds now of the added on time. One last attack for Tanzania through a free kick.
This is the resilience that made them rise above Ivory Coast in the qualifiers, except unfortunately for this one they failed to find the back of the net. But the fact that they fought until the last whistle is...
It's Katunzi, the last attack for Twiga Stars. Can they get something out of it? Katunzi to take the free kick. The referee says about the 10 yards for the wall of defense. 2 woman wall of defense created for this one. Katunzi. Katunzi's free kick comes headed away. Katunzi collects the free ball. Katunzi in possession for Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the match. Referee Aline Etong of Cameroon calls a halt to today's second Group C game of 2024 WAFCON here in Bekan. Again, it is not what the Tanzanians wanted, as it ends here with Mali 1 and Tanzania 0.
Yeah, boy, yes, it is that time of the week. NBA Life signs in.
The game is bigger than just basketball. It's a whole lifestyle.
First half comes to an end in dramatic fashion.
Come on, NBA.